The rental apartment, the rental market is struggling a little bit. What's happened is the folks that bought 15, 20 years ago, they could make $1,000 a week and pay their taxes, pay their condo fees, and a little bit towards the mortgage. The people that paid $600,000, $700,000, $1 million, our market won't support $5,000, $6,000 a week. It just won't do it. It's often, and I've heard this phrase before, we have white-collar buyers and blue-collar renters. And I think that's no disrespect to any renters. It's a blue-collar, but that's the market. And I don't think in 39 years that I've sold over a half a dozen properties that you could break even. And they were generally distressed properties that people got a very good buy on. So no, you're not going to make money running your property. You get a write-off. You probably pay your taxes and condo fees, and that'll be it.
I like to use an acronym which doesn't apply at the moment fully because of the unusual circumstance we've had where property values have dropped. But if you use the word ideal for a real estate investment, you've got income. If you buy this kind of property, is the I. You've got depreciation, which is a write-off on your taxes for the D. You've got equity build-up for the E, and that it builds up by virtue of you paying down your loan. You're getting more equity into the property. You've got A is the one that doesn't work too well right now, and that is appreciation. But appreciation in the long run is always a characteristic of real estate, and it'll be there again. And for those who bought before the downturn and are still holding it, it'll be back and it'll still be there. And lastly is leverage, because you buy a $300,000 property and you only put in $60,000 or less, except for the cost of closing, of course. So the leverage is that you're using other people's money, the banks, whatever, to pay for a larger asset. The asset appreciates based on its value of $300,000, not based on the $60,000 you put into it. So it's a good leverage thing for growing your wealth.
If they do their shopping, they can buy a piece of property that they can feel comfortable with, that it's worth close to what they want to pay. Maybe another little decline, maybe, but I think in 3, 5, 7 years, they'll be able to sell it at least what they paid for it today, and hopefully a little bit of profit. They're not going to make the profits that they bought 15 years ago and that they're selling for today. I wouldn't tell anyone they could expect to make a whole lot of money.